Hey guys, I want to share with you this quick video. It's about how you can control your destiny from your environment, and what is all about from the environment to destiny. Watch this video and I will be back soon.
Have a seat here and let you do your thing, and I'll read the questions. Okay. What's up, Angela? What's up, Dustin? I'm gonna bring it in. Here we go. Everybody hit the likes. Can you see this? If you can see this, I want to know. We're good? All right, I got some likes. I got some hearts coming in. I'm going to read it for you. It's super simple. I just want to make sure you guys can see it. I don't want to have my head cropped off, though. Here we go. All right, so if you want to take control, guys, by the way, down here, I'm going to give the big revealer away. Video upload. Here we go. That's good. I'm going to give away the big reveal here. At the top, it says environments. At the bottom, it says destiny. So we're going to talk about everything in between here and how environments is so important in conditioning and ultimately leading you to a destiny. So I want you to think about for a minute, and maybe even in the comments below. Hold on, my brother says this backwards. Maybe I'll go like I know. The thing with, is it backwards like that? Is it still backwards or is it not? Is it backwards now or no? Can you read it? No, it's not backwards. They've got to fix that. There we go. When it's on the reverse cam, so I can actually see. Yeah. It's mirrored, or it's the opposite. That's messed up. All right, you guys can read it now. We're going to talk about how environments condition and ultimately lead you all the way down to your destiny. So if your destiny, if you want to take control of your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, and financial destiny, hit the likes, hit the hearts, because we're going to talk about how environments will lead you to that. Again, your destiny is ultimately, if you imagine dominoes, here's all the dominoes in your life, your environments are the first domino that crush and lead you to your destiny. If I meet somebody who's mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially exhausted and expired, I can guarantee you their environments are the result of that. Now, what's in between is all the stuff we usually want to change, especially right here, our results and our destiny. But we're talking about how environments is the most important thing. Think about for a second right now, your environment, your brain, your body, your house, your friends, social media, everything is an environment. And I mean everything. The gym, the bar, all these places are environments. The grocery store, Facebook, we're on Facebook right now. This is an environment. Some people's Facebook news feeds are exciting. I appreciate you. Some people's Facebook news feeds are all negative. If you've seen some negative posts on Facebook, some hate, some negative social media stuff about the new president, whatever it is, there's negative stuff on Facebook. Some people's Facebook environments are toxic. They're expiring, not inspiring. If you go on my Facebook page, almost every single post you see in that environment is positive, it's uplifting, it's motivating. I try to only have people on my Facebook newsfeed that are amazing people like Balazs that have inspiring, uplifting, empowering content. If you don't have that, then that's probably an environment you need to change. What we're talking about here is all the environments in our life that condition us to have the destiny. And we're going to fill in the blanks here in a little bit. So your environments condition you. Think about that for a second. What environments maybe condition you the most? Your home, your parents, your friends, social media. What environments do you spend the most amount of time in? I guarantee if you find somebody who's jacked and in great shape, can you guess what environment they spend a lot of time in? The gym. If you find somebody who's dead broke, can we probably guess their destiny, their financial destiny currently, their financial results currently is dead broke? Can we probably guess what their environments are? Can we probably guess their relational environments? Do they have amazing, uplifting people in their environments? Balazs? Nah. Probably no. Probably not. So our environments condition us for our values and beliefs. You show that sticky note who's boss, man. And our model of the world. So think about this for a second. Our environments, our parents, social media, our friends, school, the teachers, every environment in your life has been conditioning you for your values and beliefs. And your model of the world is how you see things. When you're driving on the road and a Lamborghini drives by and it's a young kid, and you immediately just go, oh, that guy's a prick. That kid in the Lamborghini, and I'm driving my Toyota Camry, that kid's a prick. If that's your model of the world, that anybody more successful than you, especially a young person, your model of the world, your instant belief about them is that they must have inherited that. Then your beliefs about money are fucked up. Because you've been in, your environments have conditioned you to think that way. That your model of the world is anybody successful, especially somebody younger than me, that's daddy's money. They got that from their parents. What if he's just smarter than you? What if he just, people look at me, I'm in $1 million condo right now, overlooking the ocean, 180-degree views. Everybody in my building is 80 or 70. Maybe 50. They all hate me because it took them 40 years to get here. I'm 26 and I'm here. And out of the 258 units, there's only 30 that have a front ocean 180-degree view. I have one of them. Everyone in my building hates me. Because their model of the world is, it took me my whole life working hard to get here. This kid got it like that, so I hate him. So something in their environment conditioned them for their model of the world and values and beliefs to do that, to project. That was an example for you to understand how your environments condition your values and beliefs. And guess what? Your values and beliefs ultimately determine how you're going to think and feel and behave. Think about this for a second. Your environments, let's just call it your parents, your friends, school, where you grew up, the city, the town, the church that you went to, that environment as a child conditioned you to have the values and beliefs. Think about this for a second. If you're religious, and I'm saying this with love and respect, because I know this is a touchy subject for some people, if your values and beliefs, did you sit down as a child or ever in your life and say, you know what? I'm going to choose consciously to believe in Jesus Christ. I'm going to consciously choose right now to force myself to believe in Jesus. No. Whatever your beliefs are, you probably didn't do that. Your environment, your parents, the church, your friends, your school probably conditioned you to have those values and beliefs. You probably didn't consciously choose to believe that. We don't really consciously choose to believe anything. A belief is like a table. It's only held up by the legs. Legs are references, and we reference our conditioning in our environments. So we go, well, this Jesus guy, how am I gonna, what reference do I have to believe this? Well, my parents believe in it. There's a reference. I really value what they think. They raised me. My friends, my church, and all these people believe it. So you have lots of references. If you're in an environment with all the references that condition the values and the beliefs, as an impressionable child, what are you most likely going to believe? Based on all your references.
Sorry, Mark. Darcy, tag your teams in the comments, guys. There should be more than 30 people on for sure.
So, to go back into this, beliefs are like the tops of a table, only held up by references. And when we have a belief that we're ugly, that we're stupid, it's only because growing up, you must have had one person or multiple people reinforce enough times the references that I'm stupid and ugly and dumb, because all these people told me that, so I have lots of references, and I got a lot more of those references than people telling me I'm beautiful and smart and good. I got a lot more references from this douche Bowley over here, or all these people reinforcing it, and then I start to believe it about myself because all those references, and then I have the belief that I'm not worthy, and so I start to think I'm not worthy, and I feel like I'm unworthy, and I start to behave unworthy. Does this make sense? So again, if you're trying to change your results and your outcomes to ultimately change your financial, mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual destiny, if you're trying to change that, understand this. Your environments control everything. Most people, when they're trying to change a result and an outcome, most people try to change their behavior. That's it. But the problem is, the reason why we can laugh and maybe even relate to the fact that when we've tried to get in shape, we tried to change the behavior, we tried to lose weight, I did all the diets, I went to the gym, I hired a trainer, but the weight just came back. Bullshit. Bullshit. Your environments keep saying, oh, fuck that. That behavior That's not going to work in our environment. The people that change their results and their outcomes make a decision on the spot to take control of their environments. Whether they're aware of it or not, when you make a decision that you want to commit to changing your results and your outcomes, meaning you make a commitment today, right now, that your destiny, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, is going to change. You're going to actually have the best fulfillment spiritually, the best relationships, the best mental and physical and emotional health. You're going to achieve financial freedom at some point. When you're committed to that and you make a decision, you don't just try and change the behavior and stay in toxic environments, do you? You go all the way up and you change the environments. You cut out family, you cut out friends, you cut out, or you axe them, as Balaj says, you axe them. You do that because you know that the behavior will not last. The behavior won't last. And you can only use willpower and force to think and feel and behave a certain way so long, but the environment will break you down and condition you to go right back to the old thoughts, feelings, and behavior. It happens every time. You will not meet a rich person who's still friends with all the people they were friends with when they were poor. You will not meet a super fat person who's now shredded and in good shape, who's still friends with all their fat friends. At some point, you have to make a decision. And it does not mean you're going to make a decision to start behaving differently. It means you're going to make a decision to change your environments, because your environments condition how you value and believe about yourself and the world. Also, your standards, your environments condition you for certain standards. My friends that I start hanging out with now condition you with different standards than I used to have when I didn't have money. Does this all make sense? Hit the likes, hit the hearts if this makes sense. I can change my behavior to try and be more successful and make more money. But if I'm hanging out with the same environment of people, eventually it's going to condition me, and I might be more successful, I might be in better shape, but I'll never achieve my full potential. I might be a little more successful, I might be in better shape, but I'll never achieve my full potential. The only way to achieve your full potential, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially, can you guys guess? The environment. The only way to take control of your destiny, cut the bullshit, don't try and change the behavior. Balaj, what's the how-to? Balaj, what's the formula look like to achieve success? The blueprint and the formula will only get you so far. There's 100 people in the room right now. If I gave them all the same formula for success, why would all 100 people get a different result? Balaj, if we go in the kitchen and every 100 person has the same recipe, shouldn't they all get the same result? Why don't they? If 100 people have the same blueprint, the same what and how and resources, why are they all going to get a different result? Why? Because their values and beliefs and all of the world are different. So therefore, they think and feel and behave differently, even with the same recipe. So, everyone's trying to change their results and outcomes and ultimately their destiny. But they do it solely with willpower. I'm gonna look in the mirror and say, I can do it. And I'm gonna believe it. They try to change how they think and feel and behave, but it doesn't last. And it'll take you, and if you somehow figure out how to just do it with thinking, feeling, and behaving, God, does it take a long time? Look, God, does it take a long time to do it just out of willpower. By yourself, hard. You've got to do it smart. And the smartest, fastest way to change the result is the environment. To give you a visualization, if I haven't already grinded it in, think about a garden with toxic soil. A garden with toxic soil. You can try and change the result. The garden's not growing. The vegetables aren't flourishing. Okay, you can try and change the seeds, change the watering, change any of it. But if you don't change the actual environment, the garden, it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, your results, your outcomes, your financial, mental, emotional, spiritual destiny is always going to be determined by your environments. I can go out on the street, and again, I'm saying this with love and respect for the people that I see out here in the city that are homeless. Like, I just bought a guy, he was like, yo, you got some change? And I was like, I'll buy you food. And I went in there, I bought him food and a drink, and I brought it back up for him. And I can guarantee you that guy at some point in his life had an environment that conditioned him for the toxic life that he had. I can guarantee it. At some point, maybe he had great parents, because some people go, but he had great parents. Some people have great parents, but their environment in here is bad. And so don't have knee-jerk reactions and be like, well, what he's saying is part of you, right? Well, if you think what I'm saying is bullshit, don't listen. That's fine. Find what I am saying that resonates with you. Because I can guarantee you, maybe the way I'm saying it, maybe who I am, because of your model of the world, your values about me and what you're projecting, isn't going to let you resonate with this. Maybe it is. My point is, I know this works, not just because I learned it from guys that said it would work, I applied it, it worked in my own life, but because I've helped thousands of others understand this. And so my heartfelt wish is that one of you, I don't care if it's all of you, one of you gets this, that it resonates with you, you feel it, you understand it, and moving forward for 2017, you identify what environments you need to start changing in your life so that you can have the destiny that you want. Guys, this is Mark Lack. I'm out. He leaves. He's like, I'm done. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed that awesome training from Mark. He's been doing coaching, training, mentorship for how many years now? Paid 3, total in the workshop, earning my ability to get paid 9 years. 9 years he's been in the space, guys. He's been getting paid as a coach, consultant, speaker for the last 3 years. So it's been really amazing what he's been able to do. And now we're working together on some really cool branding, and I'll be able to teach you guys some of these really cool strategies. So if you enjoyed the training, go ahead and comment your feedback. What was it exactly that Mark shared with you today that resonated, that hit home, that made you realize that you need to make some kind of positive change from now? Like I told you guys last week when we did our training a week ago, it's time to do this now, before Christmas, before the holidays, before New Year's, because if you don't, you're going to feel like you're always playing catch up, right? Because next thing you know, it's Christmas, all of a sudden it's New Year's, and then it's January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, and you're sitting there going, I still don't have my goals. I don't have my vision mapped out. I still haven't cut the fat, right? One of the things that Mark said many times, 5, 6, 7 times at least, I heard him say is decision. Now, decision, if you take the 2 words, if you split it in half, D-E/decision, it means to cut away from. So when you cut away the bad environments, when you cut away the bad relationships, the people in your life who are toxic, who are negative, who are always complaining and gossiping and all those things, and you make a decision, you're literally axing, like I told Mark earlier I did to certain people in my life this year, you're literally axing that possibility out to make new for a new possibility moving forward in a different direction that's going to help you create the correct environment, reprogram, recondition. And that's why when we talk about you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, this is exactly why. If you're overweight, if you're unhappy with your health, hang around 5 people who have their health dialed in and their body and their physique dialed in. If you're broke and you're struggling financially and you're unhappy with your job, start hanging around 5 people on a regular, consistent basis who have the lifestyle you want, the income that you're looking to achieve, etc. Right? So figure out you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with right now. And sometimes the cold hard truth is that is family. And that's the toughest. Or it is your best friend, or it is your spouse, or it is someone really close to you and you're like, well, I can cut everyone else out, but can't cut this person out, or I can't cut mommy out, I can't cut so-and-so. And the reality is, guys, that is the sacrifice you have to make. And that doesn't mean you don't love them. That doesn't mean that you don't wish the best for them. That just simply means that you need to choose, is this person going to help me, or these 5 people going to help me get to where I want to go, right? And the holiday season is one of the toughest times for this, because maybe you don't see them very often, only the holidays all year, but then you're going to sit around the dinner table, and if you celebrate Christmas, you're going to hear the conversations, and conversations are just a reflection of your thoughts and what you're thinking. So if they're constantly talking about negative stuff, you're like, oh my gosh, you're going to feel out of place, right? Especially if you're doing the personal development, listening to audio, doing all that stuff, hanging out with GPM and Gaz and our whole community,
then you go sit at the dinner table and everyone's bitching about money, their job, the election, the president, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm either gonna get wasted or I'm gonna leave and go home early, right? And I've been there, I know what that feels like, so I totally get it. But guys, please take this. This is literally the blueprint to create the new results and the outcomes that you're probably looking to create right now, thinking about the new year. Where do I want to be in the next year, right? What kind of income, what kind of lifestyle, quitting your job, providing more for your family, maybe going on trips or vacations that you haven't been able to go on in the last couple of years. This is the year for you. But if you don't apply the training that Mark just shared with you tonight and you don't focus up here from the top down, you're going to be stuck in the exact same place a year from now, right? So take this and map it out along with your goals, along with what you're trying to achieve, and figure out what environment do you need to change, what conditioning do you need to recondition and reprogram, how is that going to impact your values and beliefs. Your model of the world will start to shift, your paradigm, you're going to see everything differently, your glasses or perception of everything will change, and then you're going to get to the part where you were focusing all along, which is the think, the feel, the behave, and as well as your results and your outcomes, and your destiny awaits you. The real, true destiny that you're meant for awaits you here, right? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, etc. So I appreciate you guys. Mark, come back out here, brother. Say hi to everybody. Say bye.
I can't even see, so I don't know when I'm in the frame. I'm like,
bro, you got to use technology.
Oh, there we go.
Here.
We got a big wall here.
We got a wall here. That's what I've been doing. I'm like, okay, I'm still in the shot. But yeah, we're going to cut this short. We still have a lot of stuff to do. We're going to be going late tonight with all kinds of mapping and training and exciting things like that.
Business Rockstars tomorrow.
Business Rockstars, bright and early tomorrow. I'll do a quick little behind the scenes on my personal page just to show you guys the set. Apparently it's a multi-million-dollar set. Super excited and grateful to be on there. Thank you, brother, for having me. And thanks for having me at your place. It's beautiful here in Long Beach.
Hope you guys got some value in that. I was scrolling through the feed as he was up here, so I see that it resonated with a lot of you guys. It was my honor. I'm just like super ecstatic to have this guy on our show, Business Rockstars, tomorrow. You're going to get the behind the scenes. Again, I hope this resonated with you guys.
So I'm back. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you get a lot of value, and see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.